So, where are we going today, Mr. Boo?
Today we're going to
Burstel, Bayo, Bars, Barcelona. Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and well, as you've guessed, today we are about to embark on our craziest and biggest adventure by a country mile, because we're going to attempt to drive our tiny quadricycle, our Citroen, all the way from here, Villefranche-sur-Mer, which is very close to Nice, right the way to Barcelona in Spain. We're then going to board, hopefully, a 23-hour ferry to come back to Genoa in Italy, and then drive the 200 kilometers or so back to here in Villefranche. Now, we've tried to work out what this journey is going to be, but of course we're not going directly there. We're going to go to all these different places along the way, Arles and Aix-en-Provence, and even possibly up to Avignon and Carcassonne, all these possibilities. But we think the journey is what, Mr. Boo? About 1,500 kilometres?
yes, total about 1,500 kilometers.
So it's basically the distance from Land's End to John O'Groats, or you said what, New York to Miami?
New York to Florida, yeah.
New York to Florida. I feel like Joe Buck in Midnight Cowboy.
Something like that.
Yeah, going from New York to Florida for the oranges. Anyway, that's a side issue. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't understand why this is such a challenge, well, what we should just do is tell you about our Citroen. Basically, we have a 75 kilometer range, 28 miles an hour top speed, 45 kilometers an hour top speed Citroen, a quadricycle. It weighs under half a ton, so it's classed as a quadricycle. You don't actually need a driving license to drive it. So it's not really ideally equipped for a journey of this length. And you know, it's not just the fact that we're going to have to stop and charge every 2.5 hours and all of that. It's the fact that, well, it doesn't have a boot and it doesn't have a roof rack. So over the last week we've been packing. Now, usually when you spend a week packing, it's because you're trying to get everything in and make sure you don't forget anything. Well, with us it's been that, but it's also been trying to minimize. So today we got the suitcase in. We just couldn't get my driver's seat to go back far enough because the suitcase was behind it, so Mr. Boo had to sacrifice his books.
I had to sacrifice my books, my fur coats, my gowns,
It's true.
my boas.
It's true. And of course the other thing is we've had to get in all our editing equipment. So we've got a MacBook Pro, we've got an iPad Pro, we've got cameras, we've got drones, we've got microphone systems, all of the stuff that we need to actually vlog this crazy journey. But we think we have this morning just about got it all in, as they say.
We think so.
In prison. So we'll just show you now what we've got in the car, how we've sort of packed it, because as I say, it has been quite a struggle, and then we'll set off on what will be the first leg of our journey. So show us how we've managed to get enough stuff, equipment and clothing for what will probably be a 3-week journey in here, Mr. Boo. Behind the seat here, which pulls out, the driver's seat, there is a suitcase, if you can see it under here, next to our triple action glass cleaner, which has been velcroed in because it rocks about. But we've got a full suitcase behind here. We've also then got on top of here a tech bag which has got all the computer equipment, the editing stuff, because that's got to come out of the car every time we get anywhere, because I mean, you just don't leave something in a Citroen that valuable. And so it's got to be carried around. We've then got, if I bring that camera out here, on the far side we've got piled up at the back window our coats, we've got the drones, we've got lots more wires and camera equipment there. And then on this side, if I can get back in, we have got Mr. Boo's opening the door. We've got Twiggy's bag. That's the other thing, of course. We've got to get a very small chihuahua in here, but all her equipment and all her medical things and her dog biscuits. So that's there. Under here we've got our All Powers power bank, which we've used for years, and that of course is powering up all the peripherals like the dash cams and the 360 on the roof and the satellite navigation, because we obviously will be using the old Carpuride, and it also is going to give us an emergency sort of 10-11 kilometers of range if we get into trouble with charging. Now we're hoping to avoid getting into trouble with charging, because Mr. Boo has been working very hard this week on securing what?
An RFID card, various different charging cards for various different systems that we may encounter along the way.
Because we've got a charge map pass, which is meant to be the sort of universal pass, but as we discovered last week in Imperial, it often works but not always works.
Not on every machine, and we also have a different kind of adapter that we've packed, because there are some points where they have plugs for camping cars that you can't put a 2-pin plug in, or a Tesla type charger.
Yeah. How many of these cards have we got?
We've now got 6 cards.
Oh, show us what we've got.
We've got the Isivia,
yeah,
which is the EDF French one. We've got the Plenitude on the Road card.
Right, that's the one that caused us trouble last week.
And that's for Italy, but also Spain.
Right.
We've got Whiz, which we're probably going to use today.
Whiz, we always say it's very expensive, Whiz.
Emergency camping card. And an Emotum card.
That's another one, is it?
That's a different one.
And
there's the charge bar.
And we've got this beautiful wallet from which is already split. But good old Shammerson. But anyway, we're hoping that is going to help us to avoid the disaster that we had in Imperial last week. We've got the Insta 360 on the roof. We've also got the Viofo dash cam at the front, which is 4K, and we've got the Viofo dash cam at the rear. We don't tend to often use the dash cam footage, but some situations we will have to. And you know, the other big problem we are going to have is that you know, we are going to be editing on the road to try and get these vlogs up into the sky for you, and to try and get them up at the normal time of sort of 6:15 on a Sunday, which is what we've always done. But of course, you know, we're used to having internet that works quickly. We're going to be in hotels. We're often trying to get films up which are sort of 30-35 gigabytes. So it may well be that we're going to have to try and use perhaps less of the Insta 360, because it's very gigabyte heavy, because it's 5.7K. Because otherwise we may find we've got these lovely films we've made that we just can't get into the sky so you can see them. So there's definitely going to be struggles along the way of how we actually vlog on the road, because as I was saying, we've no idea how long this is going to take, none whatsoever. And to be honest, that's part of the fun, because what we're thinking is, let's just do this as slow travel. Let's see where the car takes us, see where the rage takes us, see where our mood takes us, see where the weather takes us, and hopefully just get a feel for this whole Mediterranean coast, which, you know, should be spectacular. And most of it we have never been to, because really we've not been beyond Marseille, and we've not even been to Marseille in our Citroen. We went on the train. So once we get beyond Marseille, once really we get to sort of San Raphael, we're in totally uncharted waters. So it should be exciting. Oh, right, Mr. Boo, let's go get the twig dog, load in the final piece of the jigsaw, and then begin our journey to Barcelona. Hey, Twiggles, are you ready? Have you got your maracas ready for Spain? Let's go, maracas. An absolutely beautiful blue sky day for our departure, Mr. Boo.
It is rather.
Let's hope it stays that way for the next 2 or 3 weeks, because it won't be much fun doing this thing in the rain. But yeah, it should be a spectacular drive today along the coast, because as I say, there is not a cloud in the sky. Where are we headed to in the first leg today?
today our first stop is Mandelieu La Napoule.
Mandelieu La Napoule, because that's just about as far as we can get in terms of battery. I mean, Mandelieu is about what, 40?
45 kilometers.
45. Now, obviously, we could get a little bit further on, but we may not, because even though it's sunny, it's cold, and obviously that is going to reduce range a little bit. But the main thing is, if we can get to Mandelieu for 1 o'clock, we've got a restaurant reservation, so we're going to take you for lunch and hopefully charge up while we're eating. Now, this is going to be the plan, and the challenge is to try and get to a place so that we're charging while we're doing something else, while we're showing you the place, while we're having lunch, so that we're not A, wasting time, and B, we're not spending all our time charging, because it'll wear thin, it'll wear thin. Although I know some of you get very amused at our charging travails. But anyway, let's sit back now and enjoy the ride. So, as we get going down here, just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has bought us coffees in the last few weeks since we talked about doing this trip, and some people have sent quite substantial donations, which is going to help to pay, certainly for the first week. We've got funding for the first week, but do stick around to the end of the video, because it's the last one of the month, and if you've sent us a coffee or a PayPal or anything, thank you, and you'll see your name in lights at the end.
And dinner at Restaurant Le Maurice. Oh no, no, it's not a diss. I only drink fizzy fizz.
Well, Mr. Boo, we've done really well to here so far. No issues, no traffic, everything beautiful. And then just look at this sea lashing over onto the road up ahead. Oh wow.
See your cameras.
I think, let's just hope, because they do sometimes close this road because all the pebbles get blown over, don't they, when it's really, really rough. I'm hoping it's just spectacular rather than dangerous, but clock that. It's like the Atlantic.
Wow.
The Mediterranean becomes the Atlantic, and in the distance you can see Antibes. Wow.
Careful, Mr. Man.
Oh yeah, look, you can see all the stuff washed up. They could end up closing this at some point once it gets over here, unless it's peaked. Oh, look at that one coming. Oh, oh come on, Elton.
We're going to Barcelona by sea.
I don't fancy being drowned. I'm going to shut my window. Wow. If you come an hour later, you might find you don't get through.
We can just hop on the motorway. Oh wait.
Throw me a kiss, Belle sweet Belle la Belle.
Anyway, we are 2.7 kilometers away from hopefully our first charge and from lunch in Mandelieu La Napoule, and we need it because we're down to 18 kilometers of range. This journey was 45, so we've used an extra 10, I would say, from the cold, haven't we? Something like that. And we've maybe had the odd little tiny deviation. And here is the Chateau of Mandelieu, which one of our subscribers, Simon Clues, his family, big connection to this.
Pull in behind this van for a second, please.
Oh, we're going to start putting the coordinates in the map for the charger rather than doing it on two separate apps, because we realise that's
Left here.
we're often having this situation where we get very near to the charger, but we still can't find it. We need to put it in to Google or Apple. Right.
Right. Right again here.
It's the hard place to put a charger.
What's that? Next to this car.
Really?
There's a charger there.
That's for boats. It's not a charger.
It's coming up as charge pass on here. I'm just saying that's what it said where it is.
Have we got one with a proper picture of a charger? There's no point. No,
Okay.
They're all plugged into that.
Okay, then we're going to the Whiz one.
That's so second time lucky. This is definitely the dress.
Yeah.
This is definitely a Whiz.
Yeah. Going right here.
Who fills in these things on Charge Pass? I mean, are they crowdsourced?
Some of them must be.
Well, that's why it's unreliable, I think.
And then you're going left. And it's in this parking de Lislet. So,
When we came down, Anna said, "Geez, is one of this parking?" Because it's even
then
more.
you're going to go right. Is it under a tunnel? Yeah.
I don't know. Toot your horn, look at this. It's quite a tunnel.
And then it's in this car park
This
here.
looks a
I
bit
can see
more-
this. I can see
This
the
looks
Swiss
more
there.
credible to me. Yeah, I'll come this side, shall we?
Yeah, that's the wrong way in, but yeah, do it.
Look, yeah. There's nobody coming. Is this the restaurant?
No, that would be handy.
It would. Might change. If this works with your new card, Mr. Boo. First charge of the trip to Barcelona. Only another 38 charges to go. We should count them. This is number one. You stay here, Twigs. Cross your paws, Twigs. First charge, is it going to work? And with 5 minutes to lunch, perfect timing. Could this be a good start? Surely not on this channel. Oh, doors open. Doors open, he's putting it in. A good start. How long to a full charge? 2 hours 20. Time for a rest, time for lunch, time to have a look at Mandelieu La Napoule. Charger success with new Whiz card. Let's hope this is how you do it. You just have an account for each charger along the way, although I'm doubtless we're going to encounter one we don't have a card for.
Putting the poo in La Napoule, Twiggy's first poo of the trip.
Oh, very nice, Mr. Booth, in the sunshine.
Nice.
Buzzy little place. What have we got? Is there a tartare de boeuf?
Do you know what?
There is.
There might be.
What have you got there, Mr. Boo?
I have got a pugliese salad.
A pugliese salad.
Yeah, with
Which is what?
With a giant burrata, some artisanal bread,
Some, quite a lot.
a big piece of artisanal warm olive bread by the looks of it, and lots of Parma ham.
Delicious
Or coppa.
looking. Give it a try. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum. Twiggy seems very excited about it. Not nice.
It's very good, lovely. And what do you have?
And you'll never guess what I've gone for. We were going to go to a fish restaurant and take you through 3 courses and elaborateness, and I just didn't fancy it because I fancied this. Steak tartare. There you go. Classic raw beef, steak tartare and chips and a nice Thai looking salad. Lovely. Very nice. Spicy. Got all the bits in, cornichons, onions, and a bit of Worcester sauce, I'd say. Maybe a bit of Tabasco. Delicious. Not for you, Twigs.
Delicious, super creamy.
Well, that was lovely, and what a treat to sit in the sun in mid-January and it outside on the docks, Doris of the docks. But that was lovely. It came to €56, including the badwash, about 50 quid. But we could have done it cheaper, couldn't we?
The plat du jour was only €14.50.
€14.50, it was a fish puff. I didn't fancy a fish puff. But very nice, simple place. And lovely place to sit. So we're now just going to pop into Mandelieu and show you the chateau here, which is absolutely fantastic, while we wait just for a little bit more charge to get into Elton. And then where are we headed, Mr. Boo?
We're heading through Théo-sur-Mer and onto the red rocks of the Estoril.
Onto the red rocks of the Estoril, which are absolutely stunning. And then hopefully we're going to get to San Raphael, where we think, well, we have a reservation in a hotel and we're going to check in. And that should hopefully complete day one of the great Mediterranean adventure. And look down here, there's a group having a picnic on the beach. Wowza.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful.
And the last time we did this little walk around here was with Halloween, our dearly departed last chihuahua, last wawa, but it's gorgeous.
Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more.
Not sure we can make it across this bit without getting drenched. I don't fancy it.
Careful.
Gotta watch it through here, Mr. Boo. We don't want to get wet pants on day one. It's splashy.
Life is so easy. Whoa.
Mr. Boo, we just got drowned. We can't go any further. This is coming as well. Quick, come on. We did this once in Villefranche. I got absolutely soaked to the skin, which is fine. You can go home and get changed. But when you're in a little plastic car halfway to San Raphael, I'm not fancying it. And there's proof of the connection between one of our subscribers, Simon Clues, and Henry Clues. There he is. The clues in the clues.
The clues are there.
Even though it's mid-January, there are a lot of restaurants open and they're quite busy. I know it's a sunny day, but there's plenty of locals. There's certainly a lot of eating options here. I quite fancied this one, but I'm not sure it's open, but it looks very old school. And not only is it very old school, but it's got a Fiat Topolino outside. How cool is that? Look at that. We love a Topolino. And this is the menu of this old school place that might be worth trying if you come here. But we're just saying, we think this is quite a foodie town.
Now, to visit the castle, you could book an appointment, but it's only on Friday at 3 o'clock, which is weird because it's Friday at 3 o'clock.
And these people are waiting to go in?
Yeah.
How fantastic. We should go in. I've never seen it. But we haven't got time because we need to get on. But I think this place is closed in January. But I think this will be an interesting restaurant. It looks very old school. So there's Elton on charge. Let's see how much charge we managed to get in him. Hopefully pretty near to full. So we've now got 70 in the bank. So let's press on. So headed to San Raphael via the Red Rocks.
Voila, a Vivalback casino and a pharmacy. Oh.
Nowhere to park. Busy, isn't it? Park in here.
Oui.
Lights are on, but there's nobody home. We can't get in. Very strange. Seemingly no staff. Baffling. I think this is the lady. She must have been to the stock room. 10 minutes later she returns. I just think it was strange to leave everything outside your shop and lock it up, but anyway, we're in. What's even more exciting is a friend of mine wanted this special anniversary Charlie Hebdo, and it for some reason happens to be here. How bizarre. Kilometres away, that was the dearest supermarket in the world, I have to say. What a con. But we're nearing our hotel, hopefully. We're fingers crossed there's a charge and a room.
I hope so.
Mainly a charge. I can sleep in car. Oh yes, so we're staying on a golf hotel. But there is method to the madness, because last time we stayed in San Raphael, we stayed in the Best Western and we didn't greatly like it, did we?
No,
it was alright.
In the marina.
In the marine, it was just a bit meh. And I think this golf hotel would usually be very expensive, but because it's out of season, it's quite reasonable. So we thought we'd come out here and somewhere a bit more relaxing and a bit less, hopefully a bit less sort of processed.
And a bit more green.
Oh, look at the golf. I used to love golf. I haven't played since I was a kid, and I'd love to. Oh, I should have put me Ronnie Corbett sweater on.
Maybe. Just here on the right hand side, this big G sign.
Oh yes. Oh, it's very posh. Oh. We have to say, we have to be very sort of, you know, you have to tuck your trousers in your socks.
Is that what you have to do?
Plus fours, yeah. I leave Raybans on.
It's not you.
I'm not going there.
They've got archery up there.
Have they? Wasn't real mobbing. Oh, we've got tennis. Oh, it's well posh.
Oh yeah, look, there's the archery set up.
Oh yeah, archery. Oh, top banana.
I don't know many French golfing terms.
No, it's golf, isn't it? I used to think golf one was it's all related to a golf course, but it was of course the Gulf of Wan.
So there's electric spaces just there that you just went straight past. So
Really?
go through this bit,
Yeah.
keep going round.
I think this
Next to this
couple have been having
canoodling
a canoodling weekend in the hotel. Oh, there they are.
So if it's
Oh.
them,
That's good. They look like two prongs.
they do.
No, they don't. They look like
Shoe coes when you lift up the
Shoe
bottom bit.
Mm.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will. Let's see if it works. Get your Shuko out, Twigs. Well, maybe we should check in first.
I think we check in because they might have to turn it on at the desk or something.
They'll give us a pass or something. That was she was very nice. What's the score on the electric charging, Mr. Boo?
She said, oh no, just jam it in and you should start charging straight away and it's free.
Free?
Oui.
Wow! I thought there was going to be a big charge.
No, I had to put down a deposit for in case Twiggy trashes the room.
Well, that is a risk. Well, very good. That's excellent. So we'll go and get the car on charge, then we'll go and see the room and maybe have a little hotel tour. Right, Mr. Boo, let's see if it works. This free charging. So we've got our Shuko, our Alibaba purchase of about 3 years ago. Usually works. Feeder. And there we go, we're on charge and it's free and 2 hours to a full charge. Now that is how electric charging should work in hotels. Perfect. Easy, no stress, no charge. Allez, on y va. My security measure is to put a bike lock through the handle. Don't think it stops somebody entirely, but it might dissuade the opportunist thief. got an old airport trolley, but we've got quite a lot of junk and bits. So, get it on. Put the brake on. Let's see if we can get the suitcase out of that wrench in my back. Maybe. Are you helping, Twiggy? Are you pushing the trolley? Is it on the trolley? How did we get all that and 2 people in our Citroen and me?
And a giant dog.
Might be a swimming pool, but I think it might be a bit chilly. Yeah. Oh, who knows? I might be in there.
This is not too much right next to the lift.
I know. I always get the room near the lift. Oh, and we're in. Well, shall I get the proper camera out and give you a room tour? So, this is our room. Very nice. She said we'd been upgraded to one of the newer rooms, newly refurbished. It definitely looks new and fresh. 2 nice chairs, big screen flat TV, picture of a golfer, nice lights, very big bed. We approve of that. Nice little fridge with some water in, tea and coffee making facilities. There's a safe so Mr. Boo can keep his jewels. And then into the bathroom, very nicely, I would say definitely newly done bathroom, because it's got the old black detailing, which is very fashionable. Nice big wardrobe. Chatter guys, only 6 coat hangers, sorry Colin and Tim, you wouldn't be impressed. And then out here, a very nice balcony. So all in all, this looks very nice, and quite a lot of sockets and some charging things right next to the bed.
The light is view.
And let's take a look at the view. Oh, look, over the swimming pool and the tennis courts. And the putting green. Oh, I'm going to see if I can have a go. I love a bit of putting. You can do putting, Mr. Boo.
Yeah.
They might let you. They might lend you some rods, as we used to call them. Clubs, I think is the term. It's a nice pool. Oh, Mr. Boo, there's an Elton over there. Golf buggy. Oh. And so begins the task of backing up the 360, the GoPro, the dash cam, the microphones, and of course the phone itself. And whilst the hotel's got Wi-Fi, it's as slow as I expected. There's no way you'll be able to put a video up from here, so we're gonna have to work that out as we go on. I got some new trainers in the sale the other day because my others were looking very dirty, and I think I realised why they were in the sale now, because they squeak. Oh, they're going to drive me mad. Well, I have to say, it's gorgeous here, but it is, now the sun's gone in, it is absolutely Baltic. I mean, I know we're a bit soft, but I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a frost tonight. Oh, are you going to get some golf wear, Mr. Boo?
Maybe, because we've got loads of room in the car for more clothes.
You could get the old Ronnie Corbett sweaters.
Après golf, I need that.
That's what you need, like après ski. Clean your shoes. Get cow muck off them. There's a lot of Citroen Amis here, Mr. Boo. Look at all these. Wow. I might go wild tonight. Down a bottle of vodka and run off with a golf cart. You never know. It's got it all going on here. They've even got a spa over here. And I tell you, when we tell you the price we've paid for this, I think you will be extremely surprised. But we're gonna see what breakfast's like before we pass judgment. What's that, Mr. Boo?
Hey,
What's it for?
the shine in your head.
Shine in your head. It's a shoe polish mitt. Ooh. Well, we're going to brave the Arctic temperatures and go to a pizza restaurant we've discovered about half a mile away called Pizza Albatross. Now, you know what the albatross meant to the ancient mariner, don't you?
No.
It wasn't a good sign.
What about in golf? Is an albatross a golf thing?
It's better than a birdie. Maybe it's to do with the albatross, but it could also to do with the ancient mariner. It's a quiet night in Golfland, Mr. Boo.
It's a very quiet night.
Well, this looks glamorous. The Centre Commercial de Golf Esterel, look. Now, who knew? Anybody in this one?
There's two girls having a glass of wine.
Oh, quick, move on. Look, it's like a mall for golf property. I thought it was a restaurant, Mr. Boo. It's got one table and it's takeout. We're taking it back to the room.
We're taking it back to the room.
Given it's just about 0 degrees here, I'm not fancying having a pizza there, are you? No. Big wine selection. It's interesting, often down this end of the coast, you tend to get these sort of almost American sort of shopping zones. But there's some quite posh wine, a pizzeria, sausage, fromagerie there. I think there's a poissonnerie here, obviously by day. But so it's not quite what it seems. Amazing how much of the property is all pitched on golf. These are all villas to buy to be near the golf. 28 square metre villa there for 495. That will be a lot more the other end of the coast. These end.
Napo avec des capres ou des olives?
Cap.
Bien. On connaît. Alors, l'Espagne, là, c'est 13 €, s'il vous plaît.
The glamour, taking our pizzas back to the room. we could have gone for dinner in the hotel. There was people in it, but I just didn't feel like it. Did you?
It didn't feel
It didn't feel very lively. Felt a bit hotel-y. Well, this is Albatross Pizza, I have to say. It's very tasty. But then I am hungry, and it was quite a long walk, wasn't it, Mr. Boo?
just a kilometre and a half or something.
How's yours?
Raybans.
Very nice. Albatross Pizza. Good discovery. Lovely bits, look at that. Onion and chorizo, I think I got, and peppers, poivron. Twiggy seems wildly excited by this development. Twiggy. I never knew she was such a pizza head. Well, that was the end of the first leg of our journey to Barcelona. Join us next week as we race on down the Mediterranean coast. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. Really, really helps support this trip. But most of all, folks, remember, when having a pizza in a hotel room, stay charged.
Bye.